back.
So are we live now? No.
Well, I pause it. I don't pause it. This is not what they play. This is just the commercial thing.
Oh.
Right.
So is there any particular direction you want me to go now?
Yeah, and I'll tell you in 5 seconds. Welcome back, listener. How are you? This is the Aaron's Opinion podcast, right here on Caroline Radio, Blind Advocate Radio, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. My name's Aaron Richmond. He's Chris Benedict. In the first part of the show, we talked a lot about what it really takes to be a DJ and what that art form truly is. And then we started to talk about some other sort of social issues and some issues dealing with public speaking. The part 2, I want you to talk mostly about specifically what you do if someone who happens to have a disability comes to you and they say, okay, Mr. Benedict, I want to open a business. I want to open have a job. Talk about that. What do you do?
Wow. That's amazing that you bring that up, because I just got hired by a company here in town that is hiring me as a job coach. So that's amazing. So first of all, you gotta allow yourself to make mistakes. You will never get it the first time. Or maybe not even the second, third, fourth, fifth time. It might take you 10 times to get it, but it doesn't matter how many times it takes you to get the subject. All it matters is how long all that matters is that you understand and that you get the subject. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that will say, no, you can't because you have a disability. Guess what? Don't listen to them. Because you know what? In your heart, you know what you want to do. Because I knew that I wanted to be a DJ. I knew I wanted to be a public speaker. And someone tried to get me to do computer science. I'm like, computer science? I don't think so. And that wasn't in my vocabulary. And if I had listened to them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So, stick your guns and do what you want to do, but allow for input from people that know the industry and people that want to help you. Now, there's two kinds of help. There's one kind of help that is called codependent help, which the person that is helping wants to feel good, and they will put you down because they want to feel good. Like, let's say I brought something and I'm able to pick it up. They don't ask me if I need help. they just pick it up. What that's doing is that robbing me of the opportunity to see if I can do it on my own. Now, the right way to do it is I drop something, the person asked me, hey, do you need help picking that up? Now I have the choice to say yes or no. And if I say no, the person who offers me help needs to honor that and keep going. Because if they don't, they are still robbing me of the experience of struggling or and to put the item up or doing the activity that I'm trying to do on my own. And that's so important.
Yeah. Yeah, you are 1,000% correct. How would you categorize my podcast? You're a first-time guest here. How would you categorize my podcast without me even telling you what I hope I'm doing? If you were to take a guess at what you think or what your perception is of Aaron's opinion, what do you think I'm truly trying to do?
Honestly, I don't know because this is my first time. I've never heard true honest statement. I've never heard of your podcast. I never heard it before. So I have nothing to go by. If I heard one episode before, I might have something to judge you on, but I don't have anything. I'm sorry, I can't give you any feedback.
That is fine. That is totally okay.
Yeah.
My mission at Aaron's Opinion, I suppose, is to help one person and then by so doing help a million others.
Yeah, and hey, listener, if you want to give me feedback or get in touch with me, you can do that by going to Facebook and going and typing in DJ of ability, and give me DJ of ability and searching for
I tell I tell you what I'm going to do. If you could send me your link, your Facebook link for your page, your business, I'll just put it in the description. And that way anyone who comes across the podcast or video can just click on the link in the description to find out about what you do.
that perfect. Yeah, I can do that.
Good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
So yeah, if I have that link, I can I'll put it up in the description and then everybody will go to that link. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
How have you ever DJ'd outside of the state of California?
No, I have not.
That is fine. Yeah. I would imagine it would be a bit cumbersome, a bit challenging to travel,
Oh, you know what?
with the equipment, that would be a little tricky for sure.
Yeah, but now with this whole COVID stuff going on, and people are DJing online now. I mean, literally, you can be sitting in your living room DJing all around the world
Yeah.
because I mean it's phenomenal.
Really, the DJ could have their camera off and they could be wearing their pajamas and lying in their bed and DJing at the same time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I might have slightly exaggerated, but I think we get the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. So, um, so when a blind person comes to your business and they need help opening a business, what do they usually want to open? And maybe talk about an interesting experience you have had helping someone open a business.
Well, the problem is I'm not blind,
I
so
know, yes, yes, but still, I was just asking out of curiosity. Has a blind person, ever come across you or ever come up to you and say, "Hey, Mr. Benedict, can you help me, please?" Has anyone come up to you like that?
no, but but I have you know, if you if we had done this maybe a month later, I might have some more insight because I'm starting a new job and I'm doing job coaching.
Hmm.
Job,
Hmm. Well,
job
that
coaching.
well that just means that, listener, you're going to hear Chris Benedict again, because I'm going to make sure I'm going to give him the opportunity to come back when he wants to come back and record part two, record another episode, so that he can tell
Cool.
us about that. Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um. Uh. So. Um. So. Um. What I try to do is pay it for the pay it forward. Because yeah, I feel that if I'm doing all this work and someone is stuck, and they don't know how to do it, what good is it for me to to um
Sure.
to keep my knowledge to myself?
Yeah, or the other way that I put that is basically, why should you teach someone how to fish for the rest of their life if they'll only fish for one day? Of course, right.
Amen. Yeah, yeah,
Right. Yeah. So you know what, and that's how I am with guests sometimes. I'm a pretty abrupt and a pretty gruff and a pretty, um, I certainly have a I certainly have a personality that sometimes does not go over well with everyone. And you know what? You know what? You know what? That's okay. Because you know what? If someone doesn't want to talk to me, good. I don't want to talk to you. But
yeah,
but
yeah,
that person, but you know
yeah,
what? You know what? I never hold any bad feelings against that person, right? And I just say, okay, well, probably once I'm like famous on YouTube, they'll all of a sudden want to talk to me. So so, that's kind of how that works. These things that we do to help one person, at least I hope. I hope it
yeah,
will. I
yeah.
hope it will. I hope your work will circle back and secretly help you in the end. As I do personally, I hope that Aaron's opinion helps the world, and of course, at some level, obviously, I hope that it helps me by my willingness to help others. I hope that it's a circle there. I hope, to some degree. I also, of course, believe in karma, though. If someone misbehaves, or if someone just doesn't is just not doing the right thing, then I don't worry about that person either, because I know karma's a coming, as I say. So yeah, that's all really interesting for sure. So, um, but you've never really said, or it hasn't been fully clear specifically what businesses do you like to open when someone comes to you and wants to open a business?
You know what? That hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
That's why it hasn't been clear. Um, um,
okay. Well,
um.
well, let's do for the next maybe 10 minutes. Let's do a simulation. What if I came to you and said, Chris, I want to open a business. What would you say?
Okay. Funny you should ask because um, I have
Funny, funny.
a
I should ask, because I'm the one who wants to have the business, so I should ask.
yeah, right.